Hello, chismosas y chismosos, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 3 of the Kevin Verville Jr. case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. After Junior was snatched, distraught by the news, a caring grandfather, Laverne Verville, Kevin Sr.'s dad, put up $2,000 of his own money as a reward for information leading up to finding Junior. That was included in an August 4th, 1980 North County Times article, as well as the fact that the FBI had also put up a $10,000 reward for information leading to finding Junior. In addition, a local business, Noon Optimist Club in Oceanside, California, had also donated $500 for the cause. The real Project Help had no record of this supposed Sheila. 6 months went by and no sign of baby Kevin Art Verville Jr. As of this recording, 45 years have gone by since Junior was taken. 3 years after Junior's kidnapping, the FBI released a more elaborated psychological profile that Sheila could have kidnapped Junior because she wanted to replace a baby she might have lost and was raising Junior as her own. The abduction wreaked havoc on Kevin Sr. and Angelina's relationship, so much so that it led to their divorce years later. In 1985, Angelica Ramsey was born. Angelina went on to have 3 more children. Angelica said, quote, "When I look at their wedding photos when they were younger, they seemed so happy before everything happened. I never got to meet my brother. I got to miss out on being a little sister. I ended up becoming the big sister," end quote. Angelina suffered 2 debilitating strokes and became nonverbal by the early 2000s. That is not to say that she does not understand what is going on around her and can communicate in her own way. My father-in-law suffered a stroke in 2013 and he is nonverbal as well. However, he has his own way of communicating by pointing at things, laughing, grunting, things like that. Angelina is now in her 60s and Angelica is her full-time caretaker. Kevin Sr. is now also in his late 60s, remarried and relocated to Montana. As scary as the facts are, there have been cases of babies that being taken and raised by their own perpetrators. The first that came to mind was the Carlina White story, which is a Lifetime movie that I also watched. In 1987, Carlina was abducted as a baby and was raised by the woman who snatched her here in the United States. Carlina solved her own kidnapping case by finding out her true identity shortly after she became an adult and needed her birth paperwork. She was reunited with her biological parents after 23 years. There's also the 1997 case of Zephany Nurse in South Africa. This case is wild. All deserve their very own episode. But just to quickly summarize, Zephany was also raised by the people who kidnapped her as a baby. It was not until her biological sister started attending the same school as her, and the resemblance was uncanny despite their 4-year age gap. They looked like they could be twins. A DNA test was done and her true identity and family was revealed. There is hope that Kevin Art Verville Jr. is still out there. On June 10th of this year, authorities held a press conference in hopes to garner more attention to this case. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children used an age-progressed picture generated an age-progressed picture of what Kevin may look like today. The National Center worked with a forensic artist who used family photos, their own analysis and sketching, as well as the latest technology and AI to generate this new aged progressed picture of what Kevin may look like today. Miss Angelina was unable to make the press conference as she cannot travel due to medical reasons. But Kevin Sr. has hope, and so do I. In his most recent interview, he says, quote, "Even if I'm gone, I want my children to be together. I have hope, and I just want him found," end quote.